Hi everyone, happy weekend. It's a beautiful fall day here in Vermont. And today I'm using the Goddess Tarot. Um, see if it makes any sense. So let's just jump right into it. Ah,
There's someone experiencing a level of clarity about you right now that's forcing them to make choices they've been avoiding. Not casual preference, not mild interest, complete certainty. They've sorted through their options, they've examined their feelings, they've questioned themselves thoroughly, and they keep arriving at the same conclusion. It's you, you're the one they want, you're the person they're willing to reorganize their entire life around. You're who they see when they imagine their future. And that clarity is creating action, not just internal realization, external transformation. They're actively dismantling attachments that don't serve the future they want with you. Ending situations that can't coexist with commitment to you. Releasing patterns that would interfere with building something real. Clearing space in their life so there's room for you to be the central relationship rather than one option among many, in the profound seriousness of someone preparing to fully commit. Words like forever start appearing in their consciousness. Thoughts about permanence, about building life together, about partnership that extends beyond dating into actual shared existence. They're not thinking about casual connection anymore. They're contemplating marriage, family, legacy, the kind of forever that requires clearing everything that isn't aligned with that vision. Let me reveal what's alive in someone's heart and actions regarding you this February. In the progression of how people move from interest to commitment, there's often a period of internal sorting. They care about you, but they're also entangled elsewhere. Previous relationships that aren't fully resolved, patterns they're still caught in, other people they're still connected to, internal conflicts they haven't addressed. All of this creates noise that prevents clear commitment. It's highly probable someone who feels deeply for you has been in exactly that sorting phase, knowing they want you but not yet free to fully choose you. Feeling pulled toward you while still attached to past or to other situations. Experiencing conflict between what they want and what they haven't yet released. That internal wrestling, it's reaching resolution. Watch for someone in your awareness who's been inconsistent, not because they don't care, but because they've been trying to handle multiple entanglements simultaneously, who's shown genuine feeling, but also genuine confusion, who's wanted you, but struggled to show up cleanly because their life wasn't clean yet. That person, they're actively cleaning it up now. Some people are clearing past relationships, actually ending what should have ended long ago, having difficult conversations, making definitive breaks, closing chapters they kept partially open. Not because they were keeping backup options, because ending is hard and they were conflict avoidant. But wanting you fully is giving them courage to do the hard thing. You might be the catalyst for someone finally ending relationship they should have ended months or years ago. Not because you demanded it, because their clarity about wanting you makes staying in wrong situation impossible. Their feelings for you are making them brave enough to face difficulty they were avoiding. That's significant. That's someone who's serious. Others are clearing behavioral patterns, addressing their wounds, working on their issues, going to therapy, breaking cycles, developing capacity they didn't have before. Recognizing that being with you properly requires them to be a healthier version of themselves and actually doing the work instead of just talking about it. This reflection invites you to consider who in your reality has been showing signs of genuine internal work lately. Let me clarify what you are. All I want and need specifically reveals about their feeling. All is definitive language, not you're one of the things I want, not I want you among other things. You're it. You're the person. You're what they want romantically and emotionally and for partnership. When someone uses language like all, they're expressing singular focus, exclusive desire, clarity that eliminates other romantic options from consideration. In the depth of someone recognizing you as their person, there's shift from comparing to choosing. Early in attraction, people compare. Do I like this person more than that person? Which option is better? But at a certain point, comparison stops. One person becomes incomparable, becomes the standard everything else fails to meet, becomes the obvious choice that makes all other options irrelevant. It's essential you understand the weight of someone arriving at "you're all I want" conclusion. This isn't infatuation speaking, this is clarity. This is someone who's examined their options and their feelings and their life trajectory and determined that you're the person they want to build with. That's not casual statement. That's declaration of chosen priority. Some people reach this clarity quickly. They meet you and know almost immediately. Everything else becomes noise. Previous attachments become obviously wrong. Future becomes clear. They move decisively toward you because certainty makes decisiveness easy. If this is your situation, someone might have reached this conclusion about you recently and is now acting on it rapidly. Others reach it slowly. They've known you a while. Feelings developed gradually. Clarity came through accumulated experience rather than lightning bolt. They tested other options or stayed in other situations while sorting their feelings. But over time, the truth became undeniable. You're the one. Now they're acting on conclusion they've been building toward. You might be receiving exactly that slowly built clarity. Someone who's known you for months or years, finally certain enough to reorganize their life around you. Their timing isn't rejection of you before. It's them needing time to arrive at conclusion they now hold with complete conviction. This reflection invites you to consider: has anyone communicated recently that you're uniquely important to them? Let me address what I'm clearing my past means practically. Clearing past can involve multiple actions depending on what past consists of: ending previous relationship completely, no contact with ex, returning belongings, removing from social media, creating clean breaks so there's no ambiguity or ongoing entanglement. This is someone choosing closure so they can move forward freely, in the necessity of actually ending what came before. Some people struggle. They keep one foot in old situation while trying to step into new one. They want new person but won't fully release old person. That creates confusion, creates hurt, prevents real commitment. But someone genuinely clearing past, they're doing the hard work of complete ending. It's important you recognize if someone is taking these concrete actions, are they ending their previous relationship definitively? Are they creating boundaries with ex? Are they removing romantic entanglements from their life? Are they doing this through behavior, not just words? Actions reveal seriousness. Talk is insufficient. Watch what they do. Clearing past can also mean addressing internal baggage, healing wounds from previous relationships so they don't project onto you, working through trust issues, processing trauma, developing secure attachment, becoming person capable of healthy partnership instead of repeating dysfunctional patterns. Some people realize that loving you properly requires them healing what previous relationships broke or revealed. They want to show up for you whole, not fractured, healed, not bleeding, present, not haunted. And they're willing to do therapeutic work to become that person. That's someone who values you enough to invest in their own growth. Still others are clearing practical obstacles, untangling finances, resolving living situations, handling shared responsibilities from previous partnership, addressing logistical complexity so they can move toward you cleanly. These practical clearings take time, but they're evidence of genuine commitment to making space for you. This reflection invites you to consider, what would clearing the past need to look like for you to trust someone's commitment? Let me speak to what "so we can be together forever" indicates about vision. Forever language appears when someone's thinking long term, not just dating, not just seeing where it goes, actual partnership, possible marriage, shared life, building future together, creating family potentially, growing old together, the fullness of committed relationship across lifespan. In the seriousness of forever thinking, this person isn't playing, isn't looking for temporary, isn't interested in casual. They want real commitment. They want you in their life permanently. They're envisioning specific future that includes you as central figure. That level of vision requires and creates action. They can't just think about forever. They have to create conditions that make forever possible. It's critical you assess whether you share this vision. Do you want forever with this person? Are you interested in level of commitment they're contemplating? Because if they're clearing their past to build future with you and you're not interested in that kind of future is less than #0, 5# is greater than, that's information they need. Don't let someone reorganize their life around you if you're not actually available for what they're offering. Some people hear forever and feel excited, validated, relieved. Yes, that's what I want too. The commitment doesn't scare them, it attracts them. They've been hoping for exactly this level of seriousness, for someone willing to actually choose them permanently. If this is you, their clearing creates pathway for mutual commitment. Others hear forever and feel pressured, scared, uncertain. That's too much, too fast. The intensity doesn't feel romantic, it feels overwhelming. They're not ready for that level of commitment or not ready with this specific person. If this is you, you need to communicate clearly rather than leading them on while they dismantle their life. You need complete honesty with yourself about whether forever with this person is what you actually want, because they're making real sacrifices based on belief you want it to. Make sure that belief is accurate before letting them proceed too far down path you don't want to walk. This reflection invites you to consider, do you want forever with whoever is clearing their past for you? Let me reveal what February specifically activates in this dynamic. February carries concentrated cultural focus on love and commitment. Valentine's Day creates permission for romantic declarations, for big gestures, for clarity about feelings, for movement toward commitment. Someone who's been sorting their feelings might use this month as catalyst for decisive action. In the energetic support February provides for romantic commitment, people often do things they've been contemplating but delaying. The season gives them framework, gives them courage, makes grand romantic gesture feel appropriate rather than over the top, makes commitment declaration feel timely rather than random. It's probable someone is using February energy to finalize their clearing and make their commitment to you explicit. They might have been working on ending past situation for weeks. February is when they complete it, is when they're ready to tell you clearly what you mean to them, is when they're prepared to ask for what they want with you. Watch for February-specific communications or gestures. Someone reaching out around Valentine's with message that's more serious than casual. Someone wanting to see you during this particular week. Someone making declaration they've been building toward. Someone using the season as container for commitment they're ready to offer. This reflection invites you to consider, Has anyone's energy toward you intensified as February progressed? Let me close by speaking to what you need to honor in yourself. Someone clearing their past for you is beautiful, but it doesn't obligate you to anything. Their choice to do the work is theirs. Your choice about whether to receive their commitment is yours. You're allowed to want different things, allowed to not be ready, allowed to not feel the same way even though they feel deeply. May you receive honesty with grace. May you respond with equal honesty. May you honor both hearts. They're clearing, they're choosing, they're offering forever. Response is yours. You are all I want and need. Someone has reached complete clarity that you're their person. I'm clearing my past. They're actively ending previous entanglements and addressing internal blocks so we can be together forever. They're envisioning long-term committed partnership. February, the season is providing energetic support for their declaration and commitment. And your work is clarity about what you actually want. If you want forever with them, their clearing creates beautiful pathway. If you're uncertain or uninterested, communicate that before they sacrifice more. If you need to see sustained change before committing, that's valid. Make your needs known. Trust this. Trust that someone clearing their past for you is significant gesture. Trust that forever language isn't casual. Trust that you deserve to be chosen completely. Trust that you're also allowed to choose or not choose. Trust that honest response serves everyone better than polite acceptance of something you don't want. Stay clear. Stay honest. Stay honoring yourself. They're clearing. They're choosing. Your response matters.